we say? 50, 60. Just have a look at my spreadsheet again. Yeah. Right, so we're going to make these into cards. I don't have many of these circles, you see, so I need to make sure I only do what is required, because I'll run out of circles. Sorry, I can't have music on because of the copyright stuff. You can't do copyrighted like music or sounds and videos and stuff out on YouTube, which makes sense. But it just means we're music free, which is a bit strange. I'm so new to live streaming on TikTok as well, so if you are here, give us a little wave. Because at the moment I have no idea if anybody's watching or not. So I just finished a live stream on TikTok, but I thought, let's try on here. But I don't know if there is like an FYP on YouTube or not. Hey! Oh, hi, Helen. So, I can see there's obviously 2 people watching. Are you from TikTok or are you scrolling through an FYP? Like, I do TikTok live streams. I don't have, this is new. This is new to me. I don't know how YouTube works. I'm such a newbie on it. I managed to get to 93 subscribers and I'm like buzzing that I'm anywhere near getting to 100 subscribers. But I don't know how it all works on here. Like whether you like scroll through or you have to be subscribing to actually like watch a live stream, or like you have to search for somebody. So if anybody knows, that'll be great. The comments are tiny on here. That should mean I can see a lot more comments though. Oh, people scroll. Oh, right. Oh, that's good. Oh, thank you to whoever's liked. Oh, wait, I can see there's 12 people in here. Wait, I can see. Right. Hi, everyone. If you have any questions, you want to know what we're doing or making or who we are, honestly, ask away. I'm painting these into circle, like glass cards. Now would have been a great time to like show an example. Let me grab one. So I'm so used to on TikTok, people have seen us before, know what we do. Oh, thank you for the other like. So for example, it becomes a little greeting card with like flowers and stuff and a bit more glass around the edges. Right. Let me just grab the email. Right, so I need another 5 more of the 50s. I need 5 40s as well. So yeah, I've got some of these circles to do. And then we'll see where the other circles are at. Some of them are drying. So if you're on the YouTube, not YouTube, we're on YouTube now. If you were on the TikTok live earlier, I was painting the circles with the grass. They are drying nicely. It's quite warm in here. Because I say we've got 4 kilns on at the moment. So I'm going to paint the flowers on them. I wonder, like, TikTok, does it come up at the bottom if somebody, like, you know, like, follows? I don't know, like, I'd like to thank people if you have decided to subscribe. Like, does it come up? Oh, well, now we've got 94. We're only six subscribers away from 50. That would be great, wouldn't it? 50,000 followers. 100, like, subscribers. But it didn't tell me when somebody subscribed on here then. That's a bit disappointing. If one of you have decided to, I don't know, you might not have. It might have just been from one of the shorts or the video. It doesn't tell me where you come from. Unless anybody on here is a YouTube whiz and knows. Now that I've got no music on and stuff like that, can you hear the kilns? So I'm wondering if it picks up the tray, wondering if you can hear all like the ticking in the background. Because they're quite loud. Thought I'd bring you a bit closer. I've got you so high from the circles, but these are mini circles, so let's... My God, I'm not gonna lie, this is so nerve-wracking. I only just about held my nerve on TikTok most days. One more 40. Okay, I don't think I like YouTube lives. It's very, I'm on my own. Right, 60. I need 11 of these. I'm on YouTube before you say anything.
Oh, what's that? New place?
Well, you know, give it a go. Nobody's on here, though.
Oh, mate.
Well, I don't think so.
I'll go on to see what it looks like. I can't remember how you go on it, though.
I think that's the problem. Anyway, are you going home?
No, I was, well, I don't know.
You don't need to wait for me.
There you go.
Yeah, I can hear myself. Please shut up.
Helen's there. Willow's there.
Oh, hey, no, they've all left. Margaret's here. Hey, Margaret. I can hear. I can't be the only one that hates the sound of my own voice. Margaret, are you from TikTok or? Do you know us from TikTok then? 2, 4. I just thought I'd try something different. So I did a TikTok live before and there was 140, 150 people in. But I think TikTok's fudging the numbers because like nobody was talking, nobody was doing anything. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to give YouTube a try. I'm trying to build it up. We're only 6 subscribers away from hitting 100 subscribers, which doesn't sound like a lot, but considering I have no clue what I'm doing on this app or how it works, or I don't really know what I'm doing on TikTok, but the algorithm on this seems a lot harder. Hello.
I'm sorry. Are you coming in tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
My next day off is Florida.
Right. Okay.
You don't have to come in. I can just keep going.
Yeah, I just don't know. Apart from cutting circles, you want a latest list?
I've got this one, but it's already out of date now, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm just doing the circles. I'm doing marks.
Yeah.
And I've only got 50 and 60 on here.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, but the box is empty. That's what.
I know, but you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just doing.
So marks are different colours, yeah? You saw that?
I didn't see that. No.
No, it's different colours.
Right. Okay.
You want?
Good job you said, because I was going to paint them all pink in a minute. Oh, do you? Thank you. So you know how chaotic I am. Not very organised. Well, do you know what? I say that. I say I'm not very organised. But I work off a list. I mean, I don't know how else I can be more organised. I get a lot done. I don't think anybody can say I don't. I don't stop. like today and yesterday. So yesterday I did a bit in kilns and stuff, which took away from the painting. But I've just counted, we'll have 198 of the big circles done. Hey, Mum. So yeah, there's 198 of them to go in the kiln on Monday. Gonna have all of these. And then tomorrow, I don't know what I'm painting, but there'll be something. The aim next week is to paint 1,000 cards. Or as close as I can. I'll probably paint like 300 and call it a day. That's alright, I don't know what I'm doing on here either. It said something about stream horizontally, stream vertical. I've just left it. I should probably watch a YouTube video on how to use YouTube. It's probably a good start, isn't it? How to get subscribers, what the FYP thingamajiggy might be. No, well, some of them are. I done some black and white. I put 6 in the kiln on Thursday. So some of them, like those 6 were officially out of the kiln yesterday to get ground, and then they're in the kiln again today. So they're getting their final shaping. So I've only just put them on in the last half an hour. So it will be about this time tomorrow before that kiln's open. Which I don't know if I'm going to be in this time tomorrow. Like I'm going to try and have half a day off at least. Just, you know, to get the suitcase out. Try and see what we've got. Because the stuff I wear in Mexico is not going to be the same I wear in Florida. Because in Mexico, let's face it, I'm like sitting by a pool. But in Florida, I'm walking 20,000 steps a day. The 23rd, so week on Wednesday. We're there for 2 weeks. There's not going to be any live streams on any platform for like 2 weeks. So you can have a nice old break from me. Moaning about algorithms and not knowing what I'm doing. Moaning about my finger. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right. That one. What's the next number I need? Oh yeah, mix of colours. 70 and 80. we got on? We've got my mum, Margaret, and then it says one other person. Give us a wave if you're brave enough. I don't know how. Normally I can have a look. Oh, the rides. Well, so we stick to Universal. We don't do Disney. I'm not a Disney person. So we just stick to Universal. But Universal are coming out with a new park. Now, we purposely booked it so that we wouldn't be going to the new park in the hopes that the old parks would be quiet. However, because we're stopping in a Universal hotel, they're actually doing like an early preview that hotel guests could potentially, it's not a guarantee, you have to kind of like be lucky to get it, but potentially be able to go to Epic Universe before the park is open to the general public. So I'm hoping, and I will cry if I don't, but I am hoping that we will be able to visit it. Now, it's not the end of the world if we don't, because, say, we booked it purposely for the fact that the park would not be open. But we're there for 2 weeks, so I'm hoping that the odds are that out of the 14 days we're there, surely one of the days we'll be lucky enough to be, like, able to get a ticket to go. Obviously, we have to pay. It's not like part of your park ticket that you can just go anyway. I think somebody said you're going to have to go to the lobby every morning and queue up to buy a ticket. So, and there's only a limited amount for each hotel. I think once they hit their capacity, that's it. You can't buy any more. So that I am so excited for that. If it thing, obviously, if not, I'm just happy to go on any of the rides. I can't wait for the lazy river. Just see me going around the lazy river all day. The only rides I don't like in Universal, the actual main thing, is the wet rides. Love water parks, but I don't like going on like Popeyes and stuff, just because I don't like walking around in wet clothes all day. But like, for those who are watching, are you like theme park mad, or do you hate rides? My mum's coming with us and she hates rides. She's going to have a lot of books to read, apparently. Although we're going to try and get her on a few of them. Not like the scary ones, more of like the nice kiddie rides. Try and get her on a few of them. But my dad's coming and he's ride fanatic as well. That's where I get it from. I'm so curious if you can hear all that ticking. That was my phone, not that one. The ticking of the kilns, because it's really loud in here. So I've always got something playing, like I've either got Gilmore Girls on or music. But somebody warned me if I do that on YouTube, it doesn't go down very well, as in because it's obviously copyrighted music. And I wouldn't know where to start to find music that YouTube will allow. Yeah, I mean, I like water parks. You're in your swimming cozies, aren't you? So, and you know you're getting wet in a water park, but not on a normal ride. And then they've got heaters, but you've got to pay for the heaters to, like, you know, like dry off, which I wear like jean shorts. What they call jorts. They're not very fashionable. I know like jorts are very controversial in the fashion world, but they take all day to dry. It doesn't matter if it's 35 degrees. Like, they just take all day to dry, and then my shoes are wet and everything's wet, and I'm like, just no thanks. My husband made me go on Popeyes the first year we went, and it was like the last ride of the day, and I was like, yeah, that's fine, we'll just go home, like, or go to the hotel after. The ride broke, and they stopped us in one spot where the water cannons just kept shooting at us. And to be fair, I didn't get the brunt of it. This guy next to us, he was, oh my God, I think he would have been drier jumping in a lake. He was just had this cannon shooting at him the whole time. Well, it didn't go down very well. My shoes were wet, everything, and I was having to, like, use a hairdryer. But we were chained in, so you can't, like, move either. And saying where he was sat was just, like, the worst position. But we were all getting soaked. But we were there for 20 minutes, I think, just in the one spot, because as they something had gone, so they stopped the track, but didn't switch off the water bit. So it was like, oh, I hope you like getting soaked, because you've got no choice in the matter now. Got to decide what colours to do now. So I hadn't realised some of them were different colours. So we're going to have pink, purple, yellow. Should we do a blue? What other colour should we do? Red? Yeah, let's do red. I think I've done red for him before. So these are going to a shop that we stock down in Stoke-on-Trent. It's called Glazed Art. So he's had them before. So I think I'll just stick to the colours I've done before for them. Right, these are the ones we done on TikTok Live, so they're dry now. And I can add the flowers whilst the small circles dry off a little. Move you up a little. So these are going to finish off. Oh gosh, let's just get it out of the thing. So they're going to finish off a bit like this. So if I leave that there. They're just going to have different stains. Now obviously each one is ever so slightly different. But because I don't make them exactly the same. Because they're all, I say, a handmade product. And you don't want them to look exactly the same. But they follow the same like colorway, and I always put 3 little daisies on, but they're in different positions on each one. It just depends on when I'm looking at them, what I think looks best. And I try and make them look random, but some of them will fall to the front of the design, some will like be behind glass. Almost it's our way of trying to create depth on one flat piece. Right, that one needs to be a different flower design. Whichever remembers that one. That one needs to be yellow flowers. I'll paint that in a minute. Which is going to be our daffodil design. Because we can, I change the writing and I can change the flowers and stuff. The shops and stuff it's quite interesting really what they order. So sometimes it's like I say, it's very different to the next. Oh, my yellow paint. Right, my yellow paint is out on the kiln. I'll go and grab that in a minute. Quite surprised at how quickly these dried. Mo. She cut in. No wonder I can't get any paint out. That would be empty.
Right, there we go.
Okie dokie.
I hadn't realised, hadn't gone through all of the circles today, washing them and grinding them.
Oh, we not?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
So, I thought she had.
Is there stuff to take home?
Only stuff we don't really need, which is in the bucket at the front.
Alright, we'll leave them then.
Yeah. How long do these take?
What?
How long?
How long I'm here for?
Yeah.
I don't know, I just want to get these painted. Not long, actually. Because I'm just going to put the flowers on them.
Okay. Tomorrow morning, you've probably got wisteria to do.
Okay, do I know what I want?
Yeah, if I print off the list, as we do it at the moment.
Yeah.
So wisteria's, it's 6 man, 4 grandma and 6 granny. I don't know whether you've got that many pots.
Should do. I mean, I do have them if I need to scratch them off.
Oh.
My aim is not to, because they're my ones so I can take photos of. I need the yellow.
Yeah, you should have. Right, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. One more than much that's the time. Oh, you probably don't. It's just that we haven't washed it.
Right. Yeah. I was going to say, because that section shouldn't need anything now. Wrong place. Let's not put that on there. Oh, yes. I'm down to 281 on this list. That is amazing news. 281. It is needed Oh, I am missing one order on here though at the moment. No, I'm not. Is there? Oh, so someone's. I know I need to make that one. Right, there's a bit on there that. Do you know what? All of my paint. I say I'm trying to get all my paints down to nothing, but I've still got a bit to do before. Yellow seems really thick. Oh, that is way too thick. That is not the consistency that we want. I've been on here for 45 minutes. Do you know what? Considering it's been very quiet, somehow it doesn't feel as, well, it's painful, but it's not as painful. It's painful because I've got no music on. That's what I'm really struggling with. I don't, as much as I talk to myself in my head, I do not talk to myself out loud. I mean, I haven't gone full on crazy yet. So I've got some of the liquid in this bottle. So the paint is two parts. You have a powder and a liquid. And it's essentially this. And I put it in a little squeezy bottle. But yeah, it's like a two-part thing. So I've just put a little bit in. But the thing is, it can go from very thick to very thin really, really quickly. So it's almost like you just want 1 or 2 drops. If you put too much in, you can put powder in, but it doesn't really react very well. And it goes really, really, really clumpy. It doesn't like it. So sometimes what you can do is wait for it to settle. And this is an example of one. I've normally got loads on this shelf that have split. Try and find a good one. Here you go. Right. So can you see in there that there's water like moving around? It's not water, but liquid moving around. Obviously this is not pink. This is white. But I refill bottles. So can you see? See, it's like separated. So what you can do, if it's too thin, wait for it to settle like this. You are looking at about a month before it settles. And then pour that out and you'll hopefully get the right consistency. If it's not the right consistency after that, you're going to have to wait a bit longer again. Now, I say you could add powder and sieve it again and hope that it combine. It's a 50-50 chance as to whether it's going to be like really, really weird consistency. But you can always thin it out. It's really weird. It's hard to thicken it. So what I do is just wait for it to settle. Now I make loads of them at the same time. Like I make these in oh my god, 2 gallons at a time, or 4. So the black, the white, and the this is not red, the green. I make about 4 gallons at between 2 and 4 gallons at a time. The bottles come in 2 gallons. Now that's American gallons, not UK gallons. Slightly different. Or I make them in like half a gallon at a time, depending on the colour. So like yellow, I'll only make half a gallon. Again, American gallon. Like I'll split the container. Try and do like a few colours at a time. It is so messy. I hate it. I do hate it. And when you get it on your hand, like I've got little bits on my hand now. This will easy to come off. But if you've ever dealt with clay, like dry clay, it feels like that all over your hands and it gets in your nails and it is horrible. Right, now I want to grab these in the order. Right, so they're all the 50s. They're all the 40s, so 40, 50. Should have quite a lot of 60s. Got a lot of them. They're like little poker chips. Feel like I'm at poker. So satisfying. Right, 60s. 70. And 80. There we go. Right, one. So I need one of each. Why did I do that? I could have just leave them where they are. Right, one of each need to be, they all need to be slightly different colours. So I say he's ordered an array of colours. So we're going to do purple for the first batch with some purple flowers. And then I'll add purple glass as well as. I only normally do pink, but only because it gets so confusing. Not on, I mean, it's confusing on my behalf, but for the shops, what they find usually if they've got more than one colour, or if they've got like 3 or 4 colours, you get the, have you got this like this colour in 80 and they've only got it in like 60 or something. So we do normally just do the pink just to make it easy. Because I started off by offering all sorts of different colours. But it got a bit confusing on the ordering for the shops. Right, so now we've got red. Oh no, I've just done that one. This might be my longest live stream on YouTube. I'm actually quite proud of myself for sticking it out. God, because I feel like I need the biggest bar of chocolate when I get home. Actually, I don't... Rob, if you are watching, do you fancy going to pick me up? Because I'll be done soon. I've only got these to paint. I don't know if my husband is watching though. Might just message him. If you're watching, Rob, give us a thumbs up. Nobody cares. Nobody will. I don't know who's watching. Right, who's watching? It says 4 people. So we've got Margaret. My mum's driving, so she's not on. And if you're not already subscribing, please put the subscribe button, because we're 6 subscribers, or we were 6 subscribers away from hitting 100 subscribers, which might sound like a small deal for you guys, but for me, I don't know, it's a big deal for me. Oh, hey, Stacey. Or Stacey, sorry. I mean, I have my moments with them, I must admit. Oh, like I can't even get this one out of the bottle, it's so thick. What kind of do you do fused glass yourself? Oh shoot. It's alright, we're nearly this is so thick. This is a colour I don't use. Do you think that's a goner? Do you know, I've got a slight variation on a blue, I might. Let's give this a go. Trouble is when you thin the paint down as well too much, is it goes wishy-washy as that sounds. Oh, that I might have gone too far with it. What enamel are you using? I mean, there's a well-known brand, isn't there, that uses this bottle. And not to like debunk anything, but I mix my own, but I use their bottles. So people like this one, for example, that this is red. I've just painted with that. I like pink, but I've got white inside. I used to try and stick to like matching the same colours so that the labels made sense, but then I don't use that brand. I just like their bottles. I've made this way too. I think this is a goner. It's gone from extremely thick, and that's literally 2 drops of paint I put in that. Not paint, liquid in that. Let's just give it a go. That might be your problem. Yeah, that might be a problem. So I mix my own, so I've got control. Right, I've got a different blue. Because I have used that in the past, but as you say, it's a nightmare to work with. It's dead easy to mix. What I would recommend, I don't always follow it because it depends on whether I've got enough made up to continue for the rest of the day. But if I don't need it ASAP, mix it up and then let it settle overnight and then remix it. And then if you've got any clumps and stuff, just pass it through a sieve. It's better like straight away, if you use it as soon as you mix, like the day after you mix it. Because if you leave it on a shelf, it will go like that other consistency. Oh my god, I can't get... He's not going to have blue in a minute. What colours can I do? Right, he's not having blue. That's okay. I've been there and struggled with it. So if I'll try, I'm not going to tell you which brand I use, and that's only because I've done a lot of trial and error. Sorry, I just whacked my finger. Right, let's go yellow. Yeah, I've done a lot of trial and error, and what works for me doesn't necessarily work for the next person. But I have used about 6 or 7 different enamels, and I have found that leaving it overnight for the pigment, almost like it soaks through the powder. Like give it a rough mix, give it a mix for like 2 minutes. If you think it's smooth enough for you for whatever you're doing, then just use it straight away. You don't need to wait. It just means it. I mean, I'm mixing in huge quantities, so it might be, yeah, thing. But even when I mix small quantities, I just let it settle and almost like soak through the powder. Right, I was going to do pink and blue, but then I can't get the blue. Right, let's give this blue another go. A different one though, because this one is just pure liquid. Oh, you can hear it. That's the difference between 1 drop and 2 drops. Also, I'm assuming this is probably a given. With enamel, start off with less liquid than it tells you to. Yeah, they're pretty good, to be fair. Sorry, I just whacked the... So it depends on what you're trying to do. There's different finishes and obviously different colours, and each brand has got its own pros and cons to it. I'd like to think I've used enough enamel now to give an educated guess. Or like give some advice. I just think pink and blue would be really nice. It's about the only thing I've mastered, I feel like, some days. So honestly, it's a good job I found what I'm good at. She says that she can't get the paint out of there. Do we reckon my husband... I don't think he was. I'm going to message him. Like, come pick me up, please. I don't have a chauffeur. Do you just sell your stuff at markets and stuff then? Or do you supply shops? Actually, where are you? In the US or UK? Or anywhere else? Canada? They're usually the 3 main culprits. Oh my god. Well, there's definitely paint in there. And that looked like a good consistency. So it's just something in here. Are you in the US? Do you know what, I'm heading your way. Well, I mean, the US is huge, but I'm heading to the US in a couple of weeks. Do you know what, Etsy's pretty good though, isn't it? About being able to... You should get your jewellery on there. Jewellery sells really well on Etsy. We don't make jewellery at the moment. I am actually... So I do... I'm actually trained in ceramics, silversmithing and glass. They're my 3 technical skills, if that makes sense. Like, I can do other stuff, but they're like the 3 that I've not mastered, because I don't know, I want to feel like I am a master in some of them, but there's always room for improvement and room for doing other stuff. So I do want to combine my jewellery, ceramics and glass together. I think that'll be pretty cool. I've got some ideas, but I just don't have them a ceramic workshop, and that when I win the millionaire, like the million the Euro Millions or whatever lottery, oh, that sounds really cool. Do you know, I've never been to Las Vegas. I'm going to Florida for like the 3rd, 4th time. And I've done Chicago, and we went to Detroit, and we did a little bit in Ohio. And then we've done Boston. I went down to Cape Cod. And then where else have we gone? I've done New York twice. And I've done New York to Maryland and Baltimore. So I've been a few bits, but they've all been on the East Coast. Definitely. I think there's just so many different things you can do. That's one of my reasons why I absolutely love glass. Is that if you think about it, like, there's so much to do. Like, you've got stained glass, blown glass, fused glass, casting, lamp work. It's just crazy. Like, the same material can do so much. No, I would be absolutely ecstatic if I could go and do one of them. There's a few shows in the US that I do want to go and do. But there's legality issues with it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm petrified of doing anything wrong in the US, because I just feel like I'll be deported straight away. So I'd have to get a work visa to do something like that, because there's a couple of trade shows. Because we do stock our glass in stores in the US. We stock. I don't actually know how many it is. Some of them have closed their stores recently, which is a bit disheartening, really. And then obviously with all these like tariff stuff, I don't know how many are going to reorder, although they shouldn't really be affected from us. But I want to say, like, we've got anywhere between 50 to 100 now of our like stockists over that side, and like loads and loads of people inquiring all the time. But it's that tariff thing now. It's getting a bit scary. Although apparently it's a tariff 10% from the UK. Only if the value is over $800. So it's quite a lot you can get for $800. These are £8 in our shop, which they turn into greeting cards, which I'm probably gonna say like around $9. Girl, I know. So like it's gonna be a greeting card that you can detach. These are like the little pink flowers that I'm painting now with a bit of glass. So it's like a greeting card, and you get your envelope, and it's like, say, a detachable decoration. Yeah, we've got 6 kilns in total. So you don't really. I'm on YouTube. I'm very new to YouTube. I'm on TikTok normally, and there's like a lot of videos on TikTok. But I am slowly migrating my TikTok videos onto here in case the app disappears for the US. You know, like if in case TikTok gets banned. So I thought, oh, I'll give it a go on here and see what, like, I've got 50,000 followers on TikTok, and like, I'm like jumping for joy if I get anywhere near 100 subscribers on here. But yeah, so I would normally say, oh, go and have a look on our page, but there's videos of my kilns on TikTok. We've got huge ones. I've got actually, do you know what? I think some of them. No, actually, if you have a look on YouTube Shorts, there should be some clips of my kilns on there. But I've got 2 massive ones that are basically I can lie down, and they're like the size of a bed. And then I've got a large one, but slightly smaller than the others. Then we've got a medium and two baby ones. But you can still get 9 coasters in the baby ones. So we make a lot of greeting cards. We make a lot of these greeting cards, and this like little panel it's 5 centimeters by 6 centimeters. I don't know what that is in inches. I don't know, 2 inches by 1.5 maybe. And we can fit 304 or 306 of these in one of my big kilns. So in any one day, I reckon we can do about 1,000 cards if I had the time to do that. Like, I would not have the time to do that much. It'd actually take 3 of us, I think, to do that many cards in the kilns in one day. But we have the capacity to do so. We're actually going to test it out next week. Oh, that sounds so cool. I haven't tried. I've never even experimented with the vitrograph kilns. It's one of the ones I don't have. I struggle to know what to do with them, except for like abstract stuff. I've only ever gotten stuff because we're very much like a business, and we employ staff and stuff like that. So whenever I buy anything, I have to make sure that I've got an end product in mind. Although that looks so fun. Like, I don't know what to like. It looks so fun to do though, and I really want to try it. And I'm almost like, I'm just gonna buy the kiln just so I can pull pull the stringers through and stuff. But I can't justify the spend when I don't know. I don't do abstract stuff. I know, it looks so fun. I would never be able to get, like the detail that people get. I have no idea how they do that. That would be insane. Yeah, it's so like the other day, for example, we got 350 of our circle decorations. Sorry, I don't know. Have you seen us on TikTok or not? Or are you just seen us on YouTube? So we do these circle decorations, and I got about 350 of these in 2 of our big kilns the other day. Took us all day to do it. Hey, Guy. Yeah, I would love. I've not even seen of it. Like, I have seen videos of it done, but I've not seen many people doing it. I know there's Tabitha's Glass, isn't it? Can't remember where she's based. They do amazing ones, but I never find anything that I'd use it for. It is, isn't it, Guy? I just thought I'd give it a go. I'm so close to 100 subscribers on YouTube that I was like, oh, I'll give it a go as like a little celebration and hopefully hit it. But we're 6 away, I think. Is she in Croatia? I didn't think she was. I thought she was in the EU, but I didn't know where. Right, I'm gonna have to go in a minute because yeah, because my husband's on his way. My taxi service. Yeah, we're still 6 subscribers from hitting 100. I didn't know how it all worked. I didn't know if it was like an FYP on here. You know, like on TikTok, you scroll through. But somebody confirmed that there was, which I thought was really interesting. Oh, that's okay. I hope it works for you. I hope you don't curse me too much if it does. If it doesn't, it's worked for me. And if you're using Earth Colours by Earth or Earth Colours, whatever it's called, yeah, it should definitely work for them because I've done that same method with them when I was testing. I did find theirs a little bit grainy, but depends on what you're doing. Oh, right. So the comments come through here before you guys can see them. And it's not, my mum came in earlier and she logged in and the feedback is quite quick. So like what I say, you hear it within like 5 seconds, where TikTok, there's like a 15 to 20 second delay. So when a comment comes through, I've already skipped onto a different conversation and I've forgotten what I've said. So I thought that was quite interesting on TikTok, and I have to remember what I've said before. And I don't know if you find the same Guy that you've got, say like it's like a 15-20 second delay. And then obviously I know that it's like the people need time to type. I know, I can't, my brain goes at 1,000,000 miles an hour. I'm having 10 conversations in my head. I've got no hope in like remembering what people said. Like I'm sat here, I mean, people say it's undiagnosed, you know, ADHD. But I think it's rather fun. That yeah, I've got a million different things going on. That's why we have spreadsheets, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to work out what we're doing. But it's annoying because it's such a so the workshop is such a fast-paced workshop where things go in and out the kiln all the time. There's 6 kilns. Where there's 4 of us that work here. I'm just making things and hoping for the best. Like I'm making enough quick enough. So yesterday my mum printed off a spreadsheet for me to work off of, and like, she literally just had to print, like, half an hour ago, another spreadsheet, because the spreadsheet that she gave me yesterday is currently out of date. Like, there was that many more things that needed to be added to it, and stuff that came out the kiln that took off, that it was no longer a spreadsheet that I could follow. Or if I was going to be making the wrong thing. And that was in less than 24 hours. Things have just changed that dramatically, that the spreadsheet is so different. Right, I'm going to have to go because my husband's outside. Yeah, this spreadsheet had 540 things on it. That was yesterday. Today, the kilns have been emptied. And I'm now down to 281. So that suggests that 250 items came out the kiln and I've been knocked off the list. We've squeezed in a couple of orders on there, but not many. So yeah, it's about 200 to 300 items that have been knocked off that list. Not bad going for a Friday afternoon, was it? Because all of that stuff went in the kiln yesterday. Right, I'm just going to finish this. Oh, and you. Thank you so much for coming on here, Margaret. Thank you, honestly. I don't know what I'd have done if you didn't comment earlier. I hate silence. I hate it. It is my absolute... It is my enemy. Silence, because my brain just goes into overpower. And I have to be really, really strong and not just, like, get up and go to the computer and, like, leave you guys on live and not know. Like, no, you're on live. And I kept having to say to myself, like, you're on live. Like, don't walk off. Because on TikTok, like, the comments are, like, moving so quickly, or, like, there's people, it tells you that people are joining in all the time. I've got music on, and I know if I've got music on, then I need to stay put. But because YouTube, you can't. And normally if I'm sat here with no music or nobody talking, I'd just be like, yeah, I'll just go to the office and sort a few things out. Would you not? So how did you get onto this one? Did you search for it? Right. I'm so lost on YouTube. I use it as a how-to guide. I don't think... Right, okay. Say Rob's outside, so I'm going to come off. But I'm so lost on here. Copyright. You need royalty-free. Now, I've got Amazon Music, and Amazon Music is utter rubbish. So I wouldn't know how to even find royalty-free music on Amazon Music. I need to swap to Spotify, because apparently Spotify has got quite a lot of royalty-free. But if you search royalty-free music on Amazon Music, you get royalty-free artist, which I don't know whether he is just called himself royalty-free or if he actually is royalty-free. And I don't know what the music is, so it could be all sorts. So yeah, you can't have anything that's like copyrighted if you're like a business page, which I think I'm a business page, but I am a business, so I'm just going to play it as this is what I should be doing. But yeah, anyway, right. So you can't use YouTube. No, I don't think so. That's what somebody told me on live anyway. Right, okay, I'm going to shoot off. I'll be on probably TikTok live tomorrow at some point. I've been on here for 83 minutes. Woohoo. Right, see you soon, guys. Bye.